It's Beer Monster o'clock. Best time of the day. Got another one from Asda, their new range. Got £1.30 a can, and also in the 4 for 3 deal, which makes it out about 97p for me. Something like that. 97.5p maybe. Anyway, this one is their Velvet Stout. It's a 330ml can. It's 5.3% ABV. There's a little close-up of the wrap. It's just not pretty basic, you know. It is a very cheap craft beer, so you know, cutbacks will be made, and that's one of the best ones to do. Just make the can look basic, really, isn't it? It's vegan friendly. It's made for Asda, but it is brewed by the 4 Pure Brewing Company based in Bermondsey, which, you know, is quite a good brewery. So to have them on board is got to be a good thing, isn't it? And yeah, this is one of 3 new beers. I've reviewed both the other 2. You can check them out on previous reviews, previous 2-day reviews. They were both pretty good, I'd say, for the money. Obviously, there's better beers out there, but you're buying this if you just want a cheap drink, let's face it. And for the money, they were quite good. So it'd be interesting to see how this one compares to them. And on that note, let's crack her open and get in there for some nice rim sniffing action. Aroma wise, I've got to be honest, I don't think it smells that nice. It smells like fag ash or cigarette ash, and like a burnt chocolate. And like some roasted malts in there as well. It reminds me of like back before the smoking ban. You know, and you get like the ashtray, and somebody's like spilt their drink in it, and it gives off that sort of aroma. That's what I'm getting from this, to be perfectly honest with you. I've noticed a few of the stouts smell like that though, so you know, maybe it's just a me thing. It's not my favourite type of beer yet. I'm trying to get into them. I am trying. Right, here we go. In the glass, as you can see, it's pretty much jet black, that, isn't it? It has a kind of tanned head. It doesn't look too bad. There's some nice level of carbonation in that actually, which you're probably not going to pick up because it's so dark, but you might see it towards the top of the glass there. We do have some sort of fast rising bubbles. Yeah, same sort of fag ashy. That's the main thing I'm getting on the aroma, to be honest. Hopefully it tastes a bit better than fag ash. Cheers, guys. Let's get it down the neck and find out, shall we? First impressions, actually. This is a white. Considering I'm not the biggest fan of stout, from the ones I've tried, this is alright, and it actually tastes better than some. This is one of the best ones I've tried. I've not tried that many stouts. This way I'm not a fan of it. I'm trying to sort of avoid them a bit, but I need to start trying more. I actually don't mind this one. Considering it smells like fag ash, it's quite nice. It's got quite a thin body. Let's go again. It's creamy, light-bodied, getting a bit of licorice in there. Coffee. There's definitely a fair amount of coffee in this. And like roasted malts that I got on the aroma, getting that as well. Maybe a hint of the fag ash has gone through to the taste as well, but oddly it actually tastes quite nice. Makes sense of that, I don't know, a bit of a weird one. It's like a It's like creaminess to this as well. I do quite like. and chocolate. Like things like dark chocolate. It's alright. Surprised me. It's actually surprised me. I think this is alright for the money. Again, for the money. Of course there's better stouts out there. I've not come across many so far though, but I haven't reviewed many. One thing I would say, if I could change about this, I'd like it to be a bit thicker. I've not tried many stouts, so I'm not that experienced with them. But you know what, when you have a Guinness, it's got that sort of thickness to it. I like that. This is quite a watery sort of texture, you know, but the taste is alright. The taste is quite nice. Let's go again. Yeah, it's really not bad. They've all been quite good, all three of these new Asda ones, so I recommend you just grab one of each and see what you think. You've not got much to lose really. If you're 97p each, it'll work out. Or if you buy 4 of them. Score wise, I'm going to give it a 7.5, taking everything in consideration, value for money and all that. This is good. I would get it again if I fancy the stout and I fancy the cheap beer. You can't really go wrong. They're all very similar. They're just different styles of beer. Like the West Coast IPA one was good for, they're all good for their type of beer without being great. I'd say they're all good value and they're all drinkable and they're all sessionable, which is a bonus, you know, because it was so cheap and get quite a few in and session out on them. I think my favourite one of the 3 was probably the West Coast IPA. But then that's not really a surprise because of the 3, that's my favourite type of craft beer. And I'd say this and the Hazy Pale are about equal for me, around the 7 mark, and I'd probably give the West Coast an 8. But yeah, they're well worth trying, guys. Let me know if you've tried them, what you think of them, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next video. And please smash that like button for me, and bye bye darlings.